TS Government Biology Class 10 టెక్స్ట్ నేను ఇప్పుడు మీకు ఇది ఫస్ట్ లెసన్ చెప్తున్నానండి. న్యూట్రిషన్ is the first lesson. So nutritions, food is needed by all living organisms mainly for growth and repair. Several organisms need food to maintain body temperature as well. A variety of substances are taken as food by organisms, from single cellular organisms like amoeba to the complex multicellular organisms like the human body. Even within the human body, the cell require a wide variety of substances as food to carry out their functions. The mode of acquiring food varies from organism to organism. We have studied in a previous class about how different organisms get their food. Let us recall them. What are autotrophs? How do autotrophs get their food? What are heterotrophs? How do heterotrophs get their food? Let us study about autotrophic and heterotrophic modes of nutrition and find out why most plants are called as autotrophics. Autotrophic nutritions. We know that autotrophics are the organisms capable of using light energy to synthesize chemical compounds. They acquire nutrients like mineral salts and water from the soil as well as some gases from the air. They are capable of producing complex compounds like carbohydrates, proteins, and lipids. From these very simple substances, these compounds produced by autotrophic plants are utilized for providing energy to most of the living organisms. Most of the food that we eat is obtained from plants. Even if we depend on animal products, we would find that these animals usually depend on plants for their food. But how do plants carry out their life processes? Scientists have been working for centuries to find out how plants carry out their life process. We know that among all the living processes, the process of photosynthesis make plants the universal food providers for all living organisms. You have studied something about photosynthesis in your earlier classes. Investigations into plant life process might have started long ago. Actual experimentations to know about plant need have been recorded from 17th century. A scientist named Van Helmont established the role of water by an experiment conducted by him for a period of 5 years. It looked humankind another 300 years to arrive at the present definitions of photosynthesis. Can you name some raw materials needed for photosynthesis? What could be the end product of a process of photosynthesis? Let us study the process of photosynthesis in details. Photosynthesis. So chlorophyll, oxygen, sunlight, carbohydrate, water. We need to get the process of photosynthesis. We need all this. So photosynthesis is a process by which plant containing the green pigment is called chlorophyll. build up complex organic molecules from a simple inorganic ones using sunlight as an energy source. The process of photosynthesis is very complex. Several reactions take place in this process, and intermediate compounds are also formed. Scientists had tried to formulate a simple equation to indicate the process. The equation used widely is related to the one proposed by C.B. Van Neel in 1931. His opinion was for each molecule of carbohydrate formation, one molecule of carbon dioxide and two molecules of water is required. In this process, along with carbohydrate, one molecule each of oxygen and water are produced. This is the equation. CO2 carbon dioxide plus 2 water H2O gives rise to light. Chlorophyll gives rise to CH2O plus water plus oxygen. What would be the reaction to show that glucose C6H12O6 is being synthesized? Write down a balanced equation to show this. Refer the lesson Chemical Equations Carbon and its Compound in your textbook of Physics Science class 10. C.B. Van Neel first worked on purple sulfur bacteria and found light plays a specific role in photosynthesis. Instead of water, he used H2S as a starting material. Here, no oxygen is liberated during photosynthesis. Instead, it is sulfur.